Hey everyone, what's going on? Welcome back to day 4. Today, you knew it was coming, or maybe you didn't. It is my student loan update, December 2020, the end of the year. Let's see how much of a dent I made this year. I feel like it was pretty significant, thanks to COVID. You gotta be grateful for something. Some good things have come out of it, not many, but more people are talking about student loans and their impact on us as a society. I do think there needs to be more attention to other forms of personal debt, not just student loans. We won't get into that today. Today I'm just gonna give you a very brief and quick update on where I'm at. I'm very excited to report we are in the 30s, people. We are in the 30s. My current loan balance as of today, December 16th, 2020, is exactly $38,000. The last payment I made, I did it exact so that it would be even because I just thought that would be fun. So that's where we stand at the end of 2020. I'm actually probably gonna make one more payment just to get it down a little bit lower before the end of the year. And again, I am trying to pay off as much as possible before the interest resumes. Maybe they'll just keep pushing it back and that'll just keep being an amazing benefit to everyone that's having to pay on their loans. So official quick update, I'm at 38,000 even. As you can see on the screen, I've still got quite a big chunk with that 18,000. I am focused my efforts right now though on the loan number 2, which started out this year in March at over 15,000. So as of March, which is when I really started really tracking everything after the interest rates went to 0, that loan was at over 15,000. So I've really been focusing my efforts on paying that one off next. It has the highest interest rate, and I know that one with 9,000 is a little bit less. And if you listen to Dave Ramsey, he always says start with the smallest loan first. But since interest wasn't really a factor, I went for the larger one because it did have a higher interest rate. So if the interest rates did resume, I just wanted it to be lower. So that was my reasoning behind that. As you can probably see, or if you were looking closely at the numbers, I have paid a little over $8,000 in my loans since March, which is when I believe the interest rate went to 0, and that's when I was like, okay, we can do this. I don't know why that really motivated me, but I will say that I feel a personal responsibility to pay off this loan myself. I took out this loan, nobody else took it out for me. You know, I think it would be really incredible if there was more assistance in paying off these loans, because I understand that not everyone is in my position. But again, we are partly to blame as on an individual basis for making the decision to take out these loans. But there is a larger structural and societal problem that we are giving out these student loans to individuals that may not be able to pay them off, and that universities are able to charge exorbitant amounts for tuition. So it's not just an individual problem. I hate using the word systemic, but it is almost a system problem that we're dealing with. And I'm not the person to be coming up with solutions, but I do think it's so important to have these conversations. And I don't think I would be thinking about all these things if I wasn't making these videos, and I'm not sure if you're watching, if you ever think about these types of things. I think it's incredibly important. But again, I will continue to pay down my loan until they tell me they're gonna pay it off. I'm not gonna hold my breath. Again, I do feel like it is my responsibility to pay it off. I don't think it's fair, like I said earlier, that other forms of debt are not getting as much attention. Interest rates on credit cards are crazy. People have mortgages. There's lots of other forms of personal debt that are crippling people right now. So I'm really not sure why student loans seem to be getting so much attention. But again, I think there needs to be a systematic overhaul to fix the root of the problem. And there needs to be more marketplace competition for universities to compete with their tuition, because as of right now, they just know. They know that I can take out a $100,000 loan to go to their university and they're gonna get that money. So yeah, why not just hike up the prices to whatever they want them to be? Getting flustered. I wasn't gonna get flustered. I was just gonna make a simple update video. I digress. To wrap things up, year in review, student loan wise, again, I'm personally very proud of myself for the amount that I have been able to pay down this year. I really hope to continue it in 2021. Like I said, I think in my last video, I do have a date set. I'm not gonna share it with anyone, but I do have a date set now that I do want it to be paid off by. And I will say, if you take one piece of advice from this video, it would be to set a date of when you will repay any type of debt that you have, whether it's $10, $500, $100,000. If you don't have a date set and an actual plan in place, it's probably not going to happen as quick as you want it. That is my one piece of advice for today. Set a date. Set a date with destiny to be debt free. I don't offer advice very often. I usually, because advice can be really tricky, I don't ever want to be responsible for what happens to other people. But I think that that's one piece of advice that I feel comfortable making. We're in the 30s, okay? We are in the 30s. I'm in my 30s. I don't want to have debt in my 30s, okay? Thank you so much for watching. I hope everyone is having as much success as I am with decreasing their debt. If not, please let this be a word of encouragement. You're not in it alone. Trust me. You're not in it alone. Okay, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye.